Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Timmy Tran. I'm your link to the file feed and to God. Alright guys, I gotta tell you this, that you have power. You can change anything in your life if you want to. Now if you want to confuse yourself and go out there and people will tell you all kind of stuff, in the past, the Bible, read scriptures, and if you argue with them, they're going to say, you need evidence. You need this, you need this. They all do is like going back to the past, pulling things in the past, my this, my that, this is that. None of that is evident, guys. None of that is evident. Right? You got the power. You can change anything in your life at a time. Nothing in the past is going to work. Nothing in the future. Right? The future you can create. As we as collected, we can build our futures. God gave us that. Right? And as human, if we don't do that, then we suffer as a collective. Right? The more people lost, the more you lost, the more thing outside you control you. And evil human will do that, right? They'll come with all this stuff and control you and stuff of that. And because they don't like God, right? So they want to destroy you and they destroy mankind. That's how, that's the way they're trying to get revenge on God. To punish human, the one that God loved the most, and create him, right? And we don't, because we live with a whole bunch of other humans, and as a collective, the number win, right? So the more people that believe in the evil thing, the more thing they're gonna win. But there's more people who believe in God. I know this for the fact is that everybody, want to have family. And again, I can say everybody, right? That doesn't mean everybody. For most people, they want to live a life, family, grow, have fun, be happy. They enjoy what God created them. But a lot of people, they get their information from the, entertainment world, right? Now, say entertainment is good to entertain, to relax a little bit sometimes. But what happens is that they turn it over to become consuming their life. Let them make bad decisions, bad choice. And most of us fall into that because we're growing up, more people are doing those things. So what we like to do? We like to do the same thing, right? Following the crowd, But there's a time where we have to stand on the ground and tell people, you know what? We're all going to go in the wrong direction. So we need to change it, right? And everybody want to change everything, right? I want to change the whole world. I want to change this. I want to, I want to do this. What happened? They get lost and they become powerless. They become powerless. What happened? They start voting for somebody they think that can change the world. They can do things for them, which they can't, because that other person is as lost as they are. You can vote for the other person. That person is lost as you are if you lost, right? And now they become your leader. They lost too. So they use your money. They came up with law and they punish you, all kind of stuff with that, right? And you there, you know it's bad, but you support them, and your life messed up. Your life messed up because you allowed it. Now when you talk to somebody, they say, oh, this, that, it's nothing but excuses, right? They'll go to you back in time. You know what? This create, these people create. Yeah, everything was created, from the beginning, good man or bad man, whatever. But bad people want to create, so they want to hide from God, right? And good people create it, and over time, evil took over the system, and they corrupt the system, right? It went up with intention to to have everybody in line to make sure, because if they don't follow God, they gotta follow some kind of law, right? If you don't follow God law, you gotta follow some kind of law. You can go disciple or talk about history, where you came from, and what's going on in the past, all kinds of stuff. But you can do all that you want to, right? But it's not gonna affect what you're gonna do in the future. It's not gonna affect anybody. But it started with you, not out there to try and control people, all kinds of stuff. Start with you. The seed is with you. It's you. How you feel. You got a power. God. Yes. God created man with sin in them. At the same time, He give you the power to choose. Unless it's like you either think positive or negative, right? You negative, what happens? You get really negative, and you can destroy yourself. Or you think positive, enjoy things, grateful what God gave you and what you have, and you can build on that, right? Most people think negative. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I can't do this, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else better than me. You know what? If that's what you feel yourself, and so be it. And God will let you have the consequence, the result that you think in your mind. If you think positive, I can do this, I can build this, I can love, I can be happy, all kinds of stuff. And that's what God can give you. He give you what you decide to, because He give you that power. Oh, what power? Go and give me the power. What about? All right, you don't think you got power, then so be it. And you just at a mercy. You make excuses, for yourself. You make excuse for all that stuff, but you've been doing that all your life, right? You don't want to change. You don't want to change. You don't want to take responsibility. You don't want to have that power, and you run to somebody else, that don't really, teach you the right thing. You're definitely gonna be confused, lost. They confuse you even more. Especially somebody that know all the knowledge about scriptures, about the past, all kinds of stuff. They do so much that they lost, right? It's really simple. Jesus is simple, right? Follow God, Jesus Christ. Change your life. Now, if you want to listen to somebody else about the past, about whatever it is, like wisdom this, my ancestors this, this land is that, people evil, all kind of stuff. You know what? None of it is going to change. What is going to change is you. What you decide to do for yourself, and what you decide to, or you're going to be the light of the darkness, right? Most people are lost, even though they have all this knowledge. But it's lost. When you talk to them, they don't listen. They just want to, okay, my ancestors, this, my da. These people believe in this, people that, this part of the world. None of that matter. What you do today, the power you have today that God gave you. Unless you don't think you have power. Unless you say you don't have power. No, you think that's true. I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell you, where we see the sky. I'm not going to tell you the sky is the ocean. I'm not going to tell you anything different, right? What we see, right? What we hear and learn, we got to be careful, because hear and learn, read, and all kinds of stuff, it could be a lie, right? You got to make up by man. Man, those shit to scare you. Those shit in there to scare you. Those stuff in there to scare you. That way you can obey, right? That's how they do it. They're not God, give you free will. You know what I'm saying? They need you to obey, right? So they need you to scare, to be afraid. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing new. That happened before Jesus. It happened, after Jesus. It still happens today. But you have the power to change all that. But that's your choice, right? You can go and get confused by somebody else, or you learn here today. It's your choice. You can decide to regain your power to make the choice you want to make. You need a coach by God, Jesus Christ, come take a commandment in your life. Bye-bye, guys.